Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab, about to wrap up the book. Ooh, doing my thing for you. We done put a book in. I went through a book in 30 days, 1 month. So that's teaching. I don't know about nobody else, but I think that's a good achievement. So let's do our thing, right thing. Let's finish it up on this good note. Writism, 25 Rules to Live By. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Trying to do my thing. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to do your thing to reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not, and knows not that they know not, is foolish, disregarding. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you, right? Thinkers know that self and to my yacht be true. Remember, it's all about the mind game. And this is telling you about experience that everybody's had, their mystical experience, because it's a mystery to outsiders, only to the person who having it. And this is going to be the best part, right, thinkers? Let's talk about part two. But your mystical experience will seem what realer than your physical experience. Well, how could that be? That's the difference between human and spiritual. Okay, the astral plane, the spiritual plane, with the bodiless level, that's how you can do it. Physical body, it can't. Why? It can only take but so much. He's gonna break that down for you. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm teaching now. Let's rock. Now, I just told you the intensity of your spiritual experience. Remember, we living in God's mind. The universe is God's imagination. He created out of his thought. So he's in control of every aspect. Just like when you go into the dream state, you control every aspect of the dream. See where we're going with this? So that's the concept of what? Being like God. We can create in our own mind. The intensity of your spiritual experience when you in much is much greater than what? That actual experience of the physical world. The physical body can only take but so much. Be it pleasure or pain. I had both my Achilles tendons severed. Not one, but both of them. And most people say, "Well, why ain't just faint?" I had to ride that out. It wouldn't let me faint. I wanted to just, no, that wasn't happening. So pain, be it pleasure or pain, your body will react a certain way, and it wouldn't allow me. Why I had to just endure it. Like when women go labor pain, they can't. Nope, they gotta just ride it out. So I understand it, and that's physical. But the mental concept, that's what we're trying to show you how intensified the mental part is compared to the physical. You can feel the physical, but the mental, you just experience it. That's the difference. Hope you understand that. And this is because why? The body, I love this. The body acts as what we call the safety valve in a manner of speaking. Why? Because if there's too much pain to the body, it faints and swoons. Nope. The body may do, but my conscience didn't faint or swing. I was right there. I was right there the whole time. So I know that's. I'm gonna contradict that concept. Why? I wrote that one out, and I understand the difference between pain, excruciating pain. Yeah, every level, been there, done that. So if there is too much elation, or that geese in that pipe, okay, take them pills and okay, the body will also faint and swing. Okay, kill over. More people having strokes now because of the vitamin, the little man. Yeah, this might be ready, but this ain't. Straining it. Okay, so they can make all kinds of stuff for the physical body. If you living for physical pleasures, Knock yourself out. I got no use for that. Moving on. That's what the body will react. But you can control the body with that nonsense. What are you doing to the inside? While your mind, here you go, and your soul, when they're free from the body, again, I work from neck up. So my mind and spirit is always free from this physical aspect. That's where I dwell. Hence, thinking thoughts. There is no such safety valve. It's all you. It's all you. Yeah. And whatever's in your mind, on your head, we did that last lesson, that's where you're going to go. That's all you got. God got everything. So he can go and be what? Give us opportunity to do our own thing. Okay? That's it. But you have the wherewithal within yourself. You need to do that. Therefore, the experiences, what's this, are more intense because they seem real. And they are. In your mind, it's real. Don't get caught up by saying that, misunderstanding. This is why your dream state in the Aborigines and Native Americans say that's the real state. And I agree. Why? Because when you die, this is where you're going. Yeah, you're practicing. So, and that's where you want to be, what, for eternity? Why? No problem. Everybody says heaven's better. It was the Saudi guru. How do you know that? How do you know someone other than he is better? Well, no. How do you know? You don't. So don't say that. Why? You can't prove it. There's no facts that it's a concept, it's a theory. We all got that. I got a number of concepts and mythological stories, so I understand that point. So don't make it literal. Try to no. All you got is idea. All you got is theory. All you can do is do. And watch this. There is when you're in a dream state, it seems real. And it is, because it is you. And this is why in your dream state, all objects and the situations seem as what? As real as those in your what? Day-to-day waking state. But there's one caveat, there's a difference. Even though there is what? Less physicality in the dream state. Why? Because it's all here, not so much here, third dimension. Okay? But watch this now, pay attention. After the death of the physical body, from here down, if you don't have this together, party's over for you too. Your soul continues to have experiences. Your consciousness and soul, they still try to figure out what we told you. What they saying is giving credence to what? The afterlife. When the physical body dead, everything should shut down. That's it. But that ain't happening. That don't happen. For you numb, that's what death is just death, you stupid. Okay, that's ignorant. I ain't gonna go there. But there's something else going on. Why? If the energy and the spirit that's in us can't die, hello, when the body goes, it's either going to be conscious of itself and go back to the maker, or it's going to go find another body. Why? Because it can't go home without a consciousness. The body is like a falcon. It needs your head on it. That means you got to become conscious. It don't need the body. It's already got the body, the soul, the body, the consciousness is going to be the head. Put them two together. Heart, mind, coherence. That's your ticket. And watch this. Now, through the subtle body composed of your mind and body, the experience are caused by your impressions, where that's lodged in the deep recesses of your unconscious level of your mind. Remember, we got different levels. We got different stages. We done been there, done that. I ain't got time for that right now. That ain't part of this lesson. But if the impressions, watch this, pay attention. If your impression that's lodged in your unconscious mind is positive, what happens? There will be positive experiences in your mind. Okay? Why? That's what you got there. These are sometimes referred to as what? Heavenly conditions, positive thoughts. Okay, but that's for you to understand in this level. But if there are negative impressions itself, what? There will be what we consider what? Hellish expressions generated by what? Your own concept. Again, you're in control. Remember, this is you. So you can't, well, I know, no. It's all you. And it was in your mind. You are the dictator. You are the author. The engineer, the chief, the captain, or whatever you want to call it. The head nigga in charge. But you need to learn how to operate this thing. Thus, your soul, the soul of the person, leads itself to what? Having experiences of what? Punishment or reward. Where? When? What's this? When do they get this experience? After death. So that's guaranteed you when the physical body dies, something's still going on. Thought process and the spirit still going on. Question is, where is it going to go? Some people say it hang around for 49 days because it takes 49 days for the pineal gland to grow in the fetus. Okay, I get it, I understand, I know, but that ain't what I'm teaching. But I'm just trying to give you the concept. The spirit don't die. The consciousness have to wait to be judged. There we go. Ding, ding, ding. The spirit ain't judged. It's not soul judgment. No, it's the conscious judgment about the individual. They're judging this now, okay? Through here, consciousness. For your actions, while alive. I keep trying to tell you. It's what you do here to dictate where you're going there. Get the concept? And for those who get it, whole new ball game. And you have to do these things while alive on earth. Okay? This is all possible only because of all your experiences that you personally have. You can't have something in here outside of you. Everything's here for yourself. And God says what? God gives you everything you need. This thing right here is all you need. Yeah, you're going to need it, but you got to perfect it. They don't tell you that part. The ancients did. You need to use this. George told you 50 years ago. Think. It ain't illegal yet. We got AI, Google, in the dream, as well as what in your waking state, you are in reality having mental experiences. Again, memory and imagination. I gave that lesson too. I'm a mind dealing with person. I know how this thing works. I'm trying to help you out by using it and give you everything I could to show you how and how it's been being done forever. Slow down. I'm in a hurry. I don't know where I'm going. Let me slow this thing down. I'm getting too much out. I'm trying to give you all this information because I get it, I understand it, so I got to try to just give it to you little by little. Small bites. The body, again, the senses. I gave a lesson about dealing with the senses, getting past that. Why? Once you go from the neck up, the body senses are only instruments. This is a vehicle, the physical body, for what? For perceiving objects in this lower state of meditation or in the physical form in the body, where the relative spiritual experiences occur when? After you go to sleep. So the physical body is at rest. The mind is still working. The subconscious takes care of the body. The unconscious now is being put to use. And that's called the astral plane. And there is conscious awareness, that the experiences that are mental and have no reality of their own, but they're yours. They only mean something to you. All that, read my dreams and tell me what the dream means. You need to figure that out. It's a message to you. God comes to you in the dream state. Everybody tells that. Everybody tells you that. I'm the only one who say that. He told me to miss somebody. I was wide awake. I was asleep. I'm on the hard nut. Nah, you can't get me in the dream. Nah, I ain't falling for that. Nothing in my tailpipe. Nah, you need to get my attention while I'm attentive. And he got it, and I'm all in. Thus, you, the meditator, you would develop what we call mental, emotional control. And now your soul is able to discover what we call expansion and freedom. Why? With the truth. While reducing what causes the problem, egoistic fear and extremes of what? Delusions, okay? What the ego causes, which leads to your intense relative experiences and based on what we call the triad of consciousness. Subject, object, relation between the two. Hidden, seen, manifest. Same thing. Awake, unconscious, subconscious. Whatever is always in three. It's Trinity. And when there is self-discovery of the absolute transcendental self, aka God within oneself, now there is a complete release. You ready for this one? Of egoism. Your ego becomes your servant. Yep. He ain't trying to control you. He ain't trying to manipulate you. Now he will obey you. It's under your control. It's a servitude position where it needs to be. Okay? That's the concept of conquering the ego. And this release will eradicate what? All possibilities of what? Experiencing intense relative emotions. People think I'm cold-blooded, hard, what? I don't let my emotions run me. I have them. I just control them. You can too. My man Spock from Star Trek. Everybody got to be all emotionally crazy. You can still function just fine. Everybody may think you're strange. Okay, I don't give a damn about that. But I'm good with what I do, how I do. I don't give a damn about emotions. How you feel. Could care less. Truth, take care of yourself. Moving on. And once you know how to control your emotions, because you know the truth, you're good to go. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Be steadfast in the truth, not based on belief. In this sense, daily meditation is what? It's like a controlled exploration and a cleansing process. If you're not meditating, what you doing with all that negative stuff? What you doing with all that built up, stress and stuff like that? How you get rid of that? How you download it and, just delete it? I call it deleting nonsense. I self-reflect on a day-to-day basis, so I had to build up. Okay, so that's what meditation does for me. It cleanses the process of what? The unconscious, right there. Your unconscious about the stuff that you just unconsciously just pack it. And when you don't address it, you look like you got a damn mountain of unconscious stuff that, where the hell that come from? In your own mind that you did. See? And nobody did it but you. Pay attention, focus, reflect, and get rid of stuff that don't serve you. Bad thoughts, negative thoughts, wrong ideas. Why carry it around? For what? That's luggage that you can do without that. Plus, it makes the heart heavy. Remember, a light heart is what you're going to have at what? Judgment Day. And the mind takes care of that. Your mind, as well as after death, what happens? Experience. Also, the intensity of your emotions is an important factor. Why? It causes you to what? Believe in the reality of the experience. That's why in the dream, if you ever had a wet dream, that means your dream was so intense that the physical body gave into it and had an orgasm. That's intensity. Okay, that's how strong that this thing right here is. Now, you got some people who go to sleep hoping for a wet dream. It don't work that way. It's a natural occurrence because of what? The dream flow, and they show you how intense it could be, so it will control the body. That's the purpose of explaining it. You don't go to sleep, I'm having a wet dream tonight. No, it don't work that way. But they're showing you, that's one examples of showing you how the mind can control the body. Now, I get to the part where it says, this is the ancient Egyptian proverb. This is profound. You see that prosperity elates not thine heart above measure. If something good happens to you, don't act the fool. I saw my grandson show me what I call character. When he won the game, buzzer beating, everybody running around the fool, he was cool. I thought that was cool. And that showed me that, he got control over what? The emotion. Everybody feel it, but when you can control it, it hits a little different, all right? And my point is exactly, maintain. But neither adversity, be it depressed, thine mind unto what? The depths. Why? Because no matter what the bad situation is, that too, what? Soon shall pass. Don't let it take you to the end. People have a bad situation and they just lose their mind. Oh, it's the end of the world. Don't be that person, all right? Because fortune beareth hard against you. Hard times. It's a bad situation. Grit your teeth and bear it. Why? When you get through that, you'll be so much better for it. Let's come through the fire. That's doing everything gonna be good and happy. My man sister said it best. I'm rolling with Christ through good and bad. That's what you're supposed to do. That's I love that attitude. Why? It ain't always be good. We always think God gonna be good. Yeah, but no, but you put yourself in that predicament, you gotta answer for that. So understand that for yourself. And their smiles are not stable. Your friends you can't trust all those smiles. Why? Because therefore they're built not on thy confidence upon them. You don't want to what your success should not be somebody else's option. Okay? What you do shouldn't depend on what somebody else is doing, how they do it. No, you should be able to stand on your own. Why? They will let you down. Their frowns, okay? Their frowns endure not forever. When they are sad, and some people get into their mode, therefore let hope teach you patience. Whatever situation you're going through, like they said, good or bad, maintain, hold on. Why? This too soon shall pass. We want the good to last. We want the bad to go by fast. Time ain't gonna go no faster. because your situation time. I ain't gonna say, oh, he can let me speed up because he wants this shit. No, it don't work that way. Understand that and you'll be fine. That's an ancient Egyptian proverb. Now let me take it on home. When you're dreaming, the dream seems intensely real. And that's understandable. Why? That's what it's for. But upon what? Your waking is understood to what? To be unreal. Man, in the dream, all hell about to break loose. So, so again, oh man, I just about, so it's all in your mind. You don't need to tell nobody what you dream. You ain't got to share what you dream. Why? It's for you, it's personal. Okay, that's you and God's conversation. I do it in the meditation state, but I understand the dream state too. And this is why the spiritual scripture admonish a spiritual aspect to what? To practice what? Contentment. Act like you got it. Visualize being it. All that. I get it. That's the concept. No, if you want something, visualize having it. I get it. I understand visualization. Okay. But contentment meaning be happy with what you got. I just listen to my record. Be thankful for what you got. It ain't so much having everything, but be thankful for what you do have. That's appreciation. That's gratitude. I give thanks for every day for what I got. And what I'm going to get, why? If I keep working towards it, I'll get that too. But what I did, they tell you, wait a little while and welcome what you're after. That means put the work in. And whatever you're trying to get to, you get it. That's what God's plan is for you. And contentment is believing that it can happen. And this means controlling of one's emotions. If you don't know how to control that anger, greed, loss, all those bad things, those bad characteristics about yourself, you won't make it. Why? They got to go. They got to go. No if and not option. They got to go. And harmony in your day-to-day activities. You got to act the part, play the part, practice the part, learn the part, be the part in order for it to work for you. Now, even in adverse situations, and you're going to have them, as well as the prosperous situation. I just experienced a situation where I had a nice little situation for once in a long time fall my way. And I acted out of character for a minute. I let a little bit out. Okay, I got to be out. Yeah, I was happy, elated, all that, whatever you want to call it. But I had to. My thing is, but for me, it's acting the fool, running around. Hey. But we all have to understand. But when you can control that, now you would never know what I'm going through, what happened. Why? The moment is past. Now I'm past that. But that moment, man, yeah. But it's human nature. It's all right. But it's how you handle it. When everybody gets something, they gonna. No, I learned how to be humble. Why? Because the blessing that you receive should be just that. To humble you and satisfy you, not to make you run around bragging. If I'm bragging about God's blessing. Yeah, I'm bragging about that. I do that on a daily basis. That's what I do to help you, what? Get yours. And when you live in harmony, day-to-day activity, and you're still comfortable in any situation, be it good or bad, I tell you, don't do this. No, do this, flatline. Every now and then you get blip. That's cool. Okay, I mean, it's life there. No, every now and then you get a blip. Yeah, he's cool. He's still here. You feel me? So, and harmony is practiced by what? Keeping balance. Ding, 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 ding. In all your activities. Not do too much of this, too much of that. No, keep balance straight down the middle. And my man Mike cut right in the groove. Right in the groove, okay? So when you practice in my yacht, you want to keep it right in the groove, so to speak. So don't become what? Upset or begin ranting and raving and acting a fool and fly off the handle in your bowl of soup. If a fly is in your bowl of soup, don't wild out. That's how we think when we write in a situation. I know people, because they're right in the beginning, they think that gives them the right to act a fool. No, you just pissed away your blessing. You had something to stand on. You just kicked your own leg out from under you with that nonsense attitude, that funky approach. I hate people who do that. If you're right, stay humble, stay right, and get what's due you and move on. Don't rag and ridicule and act. Nobody likes that. Okay, so again, treat people the way you want to be treated by people. Moving on. So maintain it. Or watch this. Or a television program was preempted. Or if you cannot go out to a party. Remember, I told you the story about that one. Those are things that will get you out yourself And I experienced them, so I know for a fact, yeah, been there, done that. Now, it don't move the needle. Change. That's what you're supposed to. Like the caterpillar to the butterfly. Man, you changed. The butterfly to the caterpillar, that we supposed to. What's your problem? Moving on. But you have to learn to what? Stay cool or maintain and take care of somebody, your younger sibling. Remember the time when you interfered in, oh, you ruining my life. Been there, done that again. Life. Also, don't become, this is the upside. They just gave the downside. Now this is the upside about still what? Don't ride that roller coaster when it's going down. No. Maintain. Why? Because now it's going up. And you don't want to get elated when there is some apparent gain in your life. Windfall, financial situation. Man, you prepping around like a goose in the hen house. But you see these as what? Life's tests. And Joyce said, do not respond. Why? This is only a test. And I got proof. When I asked God, if this is my calling, why'd you put me through all the other stuff? That was just a test. You passed. That's how you got the job. Got it. So in life, you got to learn to know when and when not to. That's what I'm trying to say. And when you do it right, you'll be rewarded. And which are only, what? Temporary. You see these things in life. Wow. This is not forever. I want eternity. I want after this. Why? This ain't important to me. It was at one time. Been there, done that. I ain't big on this nonsense. Give me eternity. I just told you, I'll take God every day, which is only temporary conditions that will help you build what? Your endurance, your patience, your forbearance, and your inner spiritual strength. You have to have these experiences to see how you grow. I've grown immense from that nonsense. Moving on. Someday, your adverse conditions, as well as your prosperous conditions, will what? All fade away. Again, this too soon shall pass. The good and the bad. It don't make a difference. When you understand that, you don't put much credence in it, good or bad. See, we try to get to understand that. Flat line. So therefore, do not depend on these or other people. Rather, you seek what? Inner peace. Happiness is in here, not out there. And do not be shaken by the situations and conditions of life, whatever they may be. You got to be what? You. And as you practice spiritual discipline and the principles of right thinking philosophy and practice of daily meditation to live what we call a meditative lifestyle, right there. When you reach that level, now you will be able to generate and store what we call new mental impressions of what we peace and harmony. And these lead to what? Positive experiences in life as you live in them, according to Maya on earth. And guess what? Even in the afterlife. They always knew. Look where we at. Look where we at. This is it. I'm about to give you a breakdown of this last part right here. Duality. I'm going to show you the difference. This is harmony. This is peace. You see that don't change. These have opposites, equal opposites. Let me break that down for you. We can take it home. I see the clock. I don't care right now. I'm wrapping it up. I'm teaching. This lesson is about to re-end right here. We're closing the book. Let's go. I just showed you a little breakdown of the self, constant peace. When you suffer elation, the downside is what? Sorrow, depression. Next one is forgiveness. When the opposite of forgiving is what? Anger. Everybody has an equal opposite. You are the deciding factor. You are the peace. That's what you need to stand firm on, just that, no matter what it goes. Generosity, greed, jealousy, envy, love, hate. Those are qualities that the opposite, but you need them both, okay? Once you understand that, relaxation, tension. No matter what, it's all going to come out the same way. So that's called duality. You just can't have one thing. Only thing one is God. That's the one. Everything else is in pairs. We've been that. So let me wrap this up. And for those who lead an agitated, ignorant life, they live in this realm of what we call relative and distracted, born of the opposites. Understand it? People are caught in the endless and the intrinsic issues of what? Right and wrong. Yeah, you the middle. That's who you are. Again, that's it. You and me, male, female, here, there, and so on. You say opposite. We got that. Everything in creation exists in the form of opposites. Why? I told you the first thing he did was create Maya. She represents what? Harmony, opposites, justice, everything that's divine and good. That's what she represents. So we live in what? Maya's world, a duality. Options. You have options. You're the deciding factor. So you're in control of everything you do. That's how it breaks down. And what happens with opposites in a human being, those opposites gives you the opportunity to create the need to what? Constantly make choices. Right there. Every day, every moment, you had to make the decision and choices. And the main cause of human trouble is what? Not understanding that all opposites emanate from the oneness. It ain't good, bad, right, wrong. It's from the same thing. You need two things to make one. So now the self and that sense, the innermost self, is the reality within all that a person can ever want is already within them. When you reach that level of contentment, you don't need nothing. You don't want nothing. Well, I'm good. I'm good. I eat what I want. I do what I want to do. But I'm good. I'm content. That's the level. I know people. My goal is to become what? Not rich, no. Debt-free. I want my money to stay my money. I get money, but hell, fast I get it, it goes. I want to be able to not have no bills, owe nobody nothing, and just, doing my thing. Okay. But the key to going beyond the opposites, which agitate the human mind and keep all human beings involved in what we call a futile search for what? Fulfillment and happiness in what? This physical world. Futile. That means it ain't going to happen. Stop doing it, but we can't. We can't. And what's this? It's a futile search for fulfillment in this world. It is to what? Discover inner peace. The true meaning of happiness is inner peace, not out. In ancient Egyptians, this concept was called Hotep, Sun and Bunum, aka supreme peace. The transcendence beyond what we call the opposites, begin to know the one of creation. Peace transcends all opposites. I gave peace is the medium between all of them. And there is what? No peace like what? The peace which comes from one spiritual realization, aka mystical experience, through what? The meditative lifestyle that you live, practicing Maya. As you practice meditation, and you will achieve what? Success in leading a meditative lifestyle, and you will have accomplished the task of developing what we call new positive impressions in the mind. So after death, you're going to live in what? The heavenly state. But when you become conscious, watch this. This is the kicker. These impressions of peace and communion with your spiritual self, as described above, the divine feeling will begin to replace what? The impressions of what? Negativity. No anger, no hatred, no jealousy, no lust, no greed, no restlessness, no loneliness, no depression, etc. Those are all the negative satanic qualities that you had to get rid of, and see how it serves you. Right now, you will discover true happiness, fulfillment, where? In your inner self. And your outer personality will be transformed entire. This is the process of what we call all that spiritual enlightenment. I'm trying to get you there, which only occurs in degrees, a little bit at a time. That's what I want you to understand. We went through a whole book in 30 days. That's a hell of an understanding, and which can what? Be yours. Once you master it, you can practice concentration, daily meditation on what? On the divine. Serve him, worship him, and see what he do for you in return. Only people who put the work in would know that. You ain't got to be Christian, Muslim, or Jew to do that. You be a right thinker. He takes care of us too. How about that? And may you discover the peace, bliss, and joy of what we call self-discovery through what? The path of meditation, aka to what? Know thyself. That's the lesson. That's the book. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. I got more for you, but I got to go right now. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me 100 miles a day. So I know none of my right thinkers who did a book in 30 days passed away. Those who roll with me, I appreciate you. I'll be back with something else.